Welcome to Stowe for the inaugural match between the school and the Old Stoic Golf Society on this fantastic late spring day. And I'm thrilled to welcome Peter Simmons, Secretary of the Old Stoic Golf Society and match captain today.
Yep.
Peter, very good to see you. How are you?
Very well indeed, very well. Looking forward to a very competitive match, I have a feeling.
I think the teams are interestingly lined up, so it'll be
Yes.
very interesting to
Yeah.
see what
Yeah.
sort of handicaps are on offer today.
Yeah.
So the last time you played the new course was back in September of last year, is that right?
Yes, we had an inaugural match against the Stowe Golf Club. Fantastic match. I think they shaded it. And then the time before that was actually on the opening day of the new course, which
Yes.
was a tremendous occasion and a privilege to be here. Yeah.
And what are your first impressions? I know it's early on,
Yeah.
but what are your first
No,
impressions?
I mean, the course is fantastic. I mean, it's a much better challenge, overall challenge, both for the school team and the school golfers and the golf club itself. And I think there's a much greater chance of the Stoics being able to develop their golf properly
Yes.
under your tutelage
Yes.
than was possible on the old course.
Yes.
Obviously, the old course had the convenience of being very close to the school, but it obviously had limitations in terms of length and a real challenge for golfers.
Absolutely. And of course now quite exciting that we're hoping to launch the Golf Academy
Yeah.
with the new clubhouse coming into play for September time,
Yeah.
with the indoor teaching studio. So again, a real opportunity for Stowe Golf
Yeah.
to push to the next level.
Indeed, and from an Old Stoic Golfing Society point of view, we're delighted with all the youngsters who are now coming through. Only last weekend we actually had Tom Hughes, who was one of your early
Yes.
golf scholars, playing for us in the Grafton Morris qualifying round, and also James Scott, who left only
Yes.
3 or 4 years ago. So we're looking forward to getting a whole stream of talented young golfers coming through into the society over the next 4 or 5 years.
Fantastic. Well, let's
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah, yeah.
And how's your team shaping up today, Peter?
It's looking very good. I think our top pair are off, well, scratch and scratch.
Yes.
And then the second pair, Matt's off 1. Chris is a very cagey 8 or 9 maybe. And then I'm not so sure about the handicaps below that, but I'm sure we may be asking for a few shots from the bottom couple of pairs.
Well,
but,
I will be investigating those
we'll
handicaps further.
we'll negotiate. We'll negotiate.
Well, really looking forward to getting out there. Hope the match goes well, and
Yeah.
of course it'd be great to see the school take the spoils.
Okay, thank you
Best
very
of
much
luck,
indeed.
Peter.
All the best.
Okay, thank you. I'm joined by Captain of Golf Max Faulkner in the lower 6th Temple. Max, how are you doing?
Good, thank you, sir.
Looking forward to the match today against the Old Stoics, the inaugural match on the new course.
Yeah, it should be good. We finally got out here on the course. It's been a long time waiting, really, but should be good to get out there, and the weather seems to have joined us.
Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? What are your thoughts, your early thoughts regarding the new course at Stowe?
There's definitely some challenging holes out there. I'd say probably the 6th, the par 5. You know, there's asked you a lot on the tee shots a couple of times, and the 2nd, the par 3. If the wind's blowing in the wrong direction, that's it's not easy at all.
Naturally defended quite well, isn't it?
Yeah, especially this time of the year when the rough starts to grow up, fairways are key really around here.
How are things progressing now with your game? I know we've worked quite a lot on the mechanics and the technique. How do you feel it's all coming together? Big season ahead, isn't it?
Yeah,
Obviously.
it's it's starting to get there. Still a few little things here and there which need sorting out, but working with the academy on Mondays has really helped a lot, and it's starting to come together a little.
So as Stowe's inaugural golf scholar, it marks quite an occasion having the inaugural Old Stoic match today. Any particular targets yourself today?
I'd like to get off to a good start, really. Put the Old Stoics under pressure and see how they respond, really, and hopefully, my partner and I we play some good stuff out there today.
Well, I'm sure he won't let you down.
No, I'm sure he
Best
won't.
of luck, and
Thank
look
you.
forward to seeing you out on the course.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
Okay, pleasure. Welcome to game number 1. Representing the Old Stoic Golf Society, we have Chris Luddington and Matt Baisley. And representing Stowe School, we have Axel Daly and Max Faulkner. Best of luck, guys. Enjoy. On the tee, representing the Old Stoics, Chris Luddington. Representing the Old Stoics, we have Matt Baisley. Super strike. Very good. Very nice. On the tee, representing Stowe, Max Faulkner. And now representing Stowe, Axel Daly. Should be okay. Play well, gents. Enjoy. Welcome to match number 2. Representing the Old Stoic Golf Society, we have Alex Sari and Tom Eudes, recent leaver. And representing Stowe, we have Ed Davis and Chanel Fontaine-Geary. Play well and enjoy the match. On the tee, representing the Old Stoic Golf Society, Tom Eudes. Shot. And next on the tee, representing the Old Stoics, Alex Sari. Shot. Representing Stowe School, Ed Davis. Shot. Very good. And finally, representing Stowe, Chanel Fontaine-Geary. Welcome to match number 3. Representing the Old Stoic Golf Society, we have David Hines and Jeremy Hines, and representing the school, Elliot Strickland and Miles Dickinson. Play well, gentlemen, and enjoy the course.
Thank you.
On the tee, representing the Old Stoic Golf Society, David Hines. Strike. And representing the Old Stoic Golf Society, Jeremy Hines. Super strike. Super strike. Very. And now representing Stowe School, we have Elliot Strickland. Shot. Very nice. And finally, representing Stowe School, Miles Dickinson. Shot. Super drive. Very good. Play well, gents. Enjoy. This is the final match of the day, representing the Old Stoic Golf Society. We have Peter Simmons, secretary and captain today. We have Brian Marcel, and representing Stowe School, we have Mickey Kershid and Poon Prachakrit. Enjoy, gentlemen, and play well. On the tee, representing the Old Stoics, Peter Simmons. Shot, Peter.
Nice.
Very nice. And now representing the Old Stoic Golf Society, Brian Marcel. Strike, Brian.
Yeah, very nice, Brian.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Now representing Stowe School, we have Mickey Kershid. And finally on the tee, representing Stowe School, Poon Prachakrit. Oh, super drive, super shot, well done. Enjoy, gentlemen, play well, and we'll see you later on. That concludes the opening tee shots for the match. We will now head out onto the golf course to look at various locations, do some on-course commentary, live updates with scores. And here we've got Matt Paisley just going through his routine, assessing the right to left borrow, mid-range putt up the slope initially. Struck it quite nicely, but a little bit shy. Turning late. Nice putt there. Now Max Faulkner going through his routine. Trying to visualise the initial start line. Struck it nicely, just bobbling a bit down the ridge. Good speed. Following Axel Daly's fantastic approach shot in. Now got around about a 15-foot putt back up the ridge here. Oh, left it in the jaws. Alex Sari here just opting for a little chip and run. Yeah, very simple shot, nicely judged. You can see Ed Davis here just visualising the hole. Getting ready to pull the trigger. Oh, fantastic. Great birdie. Now Tom Hughes is just getting himself set up with his routine. It's an interesting, slightly uphill left to right. A bit of a ridge running from left to right down towards the bottom part of the green, so it'll be interesting whether he chooses to take that out or use the borrow. Oh, well holed. Very nicely done. So we're out here on the golf course. We're on the 6th green with Ed Davis, who's now got down to, is it +1, Ed?
Yeah.
Great progress of late. Talk us through some of the progress of late. It's been really impressive.
Yeah, I've been playing alright. I've been working hard with Rob at the moment, my coach. Been playing some nice golf, just playing consistent, hitting fairways, hitting greens, and holding the odd putt every now and then. But yeah, I've been playing nice golf. Got it down to +1 in a few weeks from scratch, which was nice, with a couple 4-unders. So yeah, I've been playing
Fantastic.
some nice golf.
Great stuff. And how's the match going today, Ed?
Yeah, we're playing all right. Chanel's playing some really nice golf, hitting fairways, hitting greens, holding some nice putts, but our opposition are good golfers, currently 1 down, but a very contested match.
Fantastic. And pleased with your own game, Ed, today?
Yeah, playing all right. Wish to hit a few more fairways, but still got plenty of holes to go. So.
Well, there's plenty more golf to be played,
Exactly.
so get out there and finish it off.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
well played. Edge of the green. Down and then up, but judged beautifully. What a super roll. Now we've got Elliot Strickland going through his routine. It's 3 or 4 practice strokes. Oh, he's followed it early with his head. Just misjudged both line and speed. It looks like another win for the Old Stoic Golf Society. We've got Brian Marcel here from the Old Stoic Golf Society. Just on the fringe, back edge of the green here. Stabby sort of a stroke there, just quit, no acceleration through the ball. And now we've got Poon opting to putt it, going slightly against the grain. A little bit of a bobble, but struck it nicely. Lovely putt. Yes, very well read. We're out here on the 6th green, and I'm joined by Brian Marcel, Old Stoic, in the final match of today's event. How's it going, Brian? What are your first thoughts?
Oh, you know, last time I played with you, it was fire, wind, and hail, and ghastly, and muddy underfoot. Today it's amazing. Really, is nice. It's a good challenge. Fairways are nice and wide, but
Yes.
they weren't wide enough for me on that last hole, unfortunately.
Some of them do widen out, Brian.
Oh, good.
How are you finding the greens?
Yeah, greens are very good, very true. They're quite slow, but yes, they're nice size, and the grass is, yeah, they're well looked after, I think, Andrew. Yeah, very good.
So quite a different layout to the old course.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And I guess you miss walking out of your house and playing golf. You won't come all the way up here, but then it's got its advantages as well, hasn't it?
Yes, quite. And how's the match going, the scoring?
We're 1 down
One
from
down.
this hole because they got a 5 and we both got an 8, I think, or something. But we're fighting back, but we've had to get pars to keep in the game. So
So
it's
the
a good
Stoics are
match.
playing to quite a high standard.
Unfortunately, yes. You know, I thought you'd have made it a bit easier for us, but I mean, we are after all old crocs. Not everybody is.
Put it
of
in the
course.
suggestion book, Brian.
I put it in, yes. I said I wanted rabbits, but you didn't oblige. They're good, these guys, you know. They hit a really long ball, especially Poon. He's a vroom.
Yes, very athletic through the ball.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
athletic.
yeah.
And, you know, he's practicing getting to the top of his swing and then he unwinds. It's
Yes.
envious. I wish I
Yes.
was that flexible.
Yes, well, marginal gains.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Well, it's lovely to see you, Brian, and I'll let you get back to the match, and we'll
Good.
talk a bit later on.
Thank you, Andrew.
Okay, pleasure,
Very nice
thank you.
day. Thanks a lot.
We're out here on the 3rd green on the new golf course, and this without question is the signature hole on the course. Very interesting dogleg where you're faced with Russell's Pond as the main feature for the approach shot. Players essentially have 2 choices. They can either hit driver and try and reach the low point and then be faced with a pitch over the water, or they can lay up with a hybrid or a long iron onto the top section just to the other side of the pylon, and then be faced with more of a mid-iron approach. But it's a very, very narrow entry to the green, and it runs off to the right-hand side, so it does pose quite a few challenges. And then we have this iconic oak tree, which is named Fairy's Oak Tree. It's actually the oldest tree on the whole of the Stowe estate, and it is in Domesday Book, and you'll see it's a designated no play zone for protection rights. So it'd be really interesting to see how the Stoics and the Old Stoics approach this hole. So let's see what golf happens. We're out here on the 12th hole, and got Chris Luddington here just taking a free drop from the Fairy Oak play zone, playing a little pitch shot up. Very nicely played. Super little pitch and run into the bank, judged to perfection. And now we've got Max Faulkner just taking a free drop from the buggy path. A pitch into the bank and just getting caught out. And he's barely off the edge of the green, so he's going from quite a lofted club, chipping it. Nicely played. Axel should have learnt from that. Going through his routine, visualising his spot. Struck it nicely, just a tad shy. Now Matt Bazley's got a great opportunity here for a birdie. Played a fantastic iron shot in. It was all over the pin. Just came up on the front edge and spun back. It's very wet conditions at the moment. He's eyeing it. He's eyeing it. What a super effort. Right on the edge. Shave the hole. So here we've got Alex Sari from the Old Stoics. Just come up a little bit shy with his approach. Quite wet opening to the green. He's opting for a fairly lofted club actually. Trying to float it in. Landing on the front, releasing up very nicely. Nicely played. Ed going through his ritual. Right hand on first, sort of feeling the palm of the hand on the grip. Tom Hughes from the Old Stoics. A 25-foot putt back down the green. This little forward press, and then nudging it down the ridge, a little bit shy. Didn't quite get the speed. Chanel using the triangulation method there just to assess borrow and speed. Interesting how she's opting for the top side there, looking down. That's a confident stroke. Oh, just a touch low. Tends to naturally feed down towards Russell's Pond. Ooh, never up, never in. That'll be a disappointing 3-putt for him. This match is poised at all square at the moment, so all to play for. Can Alex just get the 2-putt? Up the hill, just missing on the right edge. We're out here on the 12th hole, and I'm joined by Elliot Strickland, our 4th form golf scholar. How are you doing, Elliot?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you, sir.
How's the match going so far?
Yeah, it's been a bit of an up and down battle, but we're trying to pull it back.
I hear that you got off to quite a tough start against the Old Stoics.
Yeah, we were 3 down, 3-3, so we had to pull that one back.
And how did you sort of temper that storm?
Yeah, a few pars, just trying to steady the ship a bit and stop the rot. We've got there eventually.
How do you think the course is shaping up?
Yeah, it's playing really well today. Greens are nice and soft, so a few attackable pins out there. Yeah, fairways.
And how's your golf coming together?
Yeah,
you've been working really hard on a couple of specific things.
Yeah, it's starting to get there eventually. A few little swing changes have helped, so hopefully that can continue.
Fantastic. Well, let's go and get this match sorted.
Yeah, let's try.
We've got Poon playing a little pitch shot up the ridge here. Nicely judged. Beautiful touch. It's a little bit shy. Mickey's opting for a similar type of shot. Nipped it, nice bit of control. Oh, fantastic. A super shot. We've got Brian Marcel just on the edge here with a very difficult approach. Got to go up over a ridge and then onto a level section, and the green runs down towards Russell's Pond. It's actually a very good effort. You can see quite a bit of mud on that ball impacting on the control. Now we've got Peter Simmons here, who's the secretary and today's captain. A 35-foot putt. Back up the slope. He's had a real go at that. Had a real go at that. Misjudged the speed completely. And Brian has quite an old-fashioned putting technique. You can see how the left wrist breaks down through the strike. The melting left wrist. Can he hold it? Great strike. Ooh, super effort. So I'm joined here by Poon, one of our third form golf scholars, out on the 12th hole. How's the match going, Poon?
Oh, it's going really good actually. We're playing pretty well. We're 5 up.
5 up,
Yeah.
fantastic. So that's pretty high standard of golf. And your game in particular today, how are you playing?
Oh yeah, I've been playing pretty well since like the first 9. So I'm 2 over in the first 9, then I've been trying to keep that pace up in this back 9, so
Excellent.
pretty good.
And how are you finding the course, the condition of the course today?
Oh, the conditions are really good actually. I had some bad shots and good shots, so it's not that similar to my course back in Thailand, but it's experience.
How are you finding the greens?
Oh, the greens are, yeah, they're pretty good actually. They're a bit faster than like most weeks because they've cut for like the competition and stuff.
Yes.
So it took some time getting used to it, but I executed it perfectly.
Fantastic. Well, it looks like you're going to run out of holes, so go and finish this match.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
So we're just seeing the closing stages of this match here. The Old Stoic Golf Society have had a very convincing win. Nothing at stake here. Axel's got about a 30-footer. Struck it very nicely and straight in. Super putt.
One for the camera. One for the camera. Excellent putt. Oh, beat that, eh? Beat that.
And what sort of a reply will we see from Matt Baisley? Oh, he struck it well. It's holding its line. Good speed. It's a very good win for the Old Stoics. Alex Sari here for the Old Stoic Golf Society with an interesting uphill right to left with a slight fall off towards the hole. Never really got it started on the right line with the right speed. Chanel Fontengiri, downhill, off the left edge of the green here, there's a little shoulder. Oh, she's struck it beautifully. Will it turn? Oh, actually stayed out, went the other way. Now Ed Davis has got a 8-footer for a birdie 3 on the final hole. This to win the match. Tugged it a fraction. It was par to finish. Looks like a solid win for Stowe School. Right, so we're here on the 18th green on the new course, and we've got a fantastic result for the school. 2.5, 1.5, is that right, Max?
That's correct.
Right, so talk us through how it went.
Well, unfortunately, Axel and I lost our match, but you know, they played very well, and we just came up a bit short actually. But I heard the rest of the team played well, and we got the win in the end, so that was good.
Fantastic. You enjoyed the occasion?
Yeah, it was great actually. Finally to get the match against the Old Stoics. Really enjoyed it, and great company.
Superb. Well done. Well played.
Thank you very much.
Peter, lovely to see you. I hope you've enjoyed the day. Probably not the result you were hoping for, but nonetheless, have you enjoyed the day and the course?
It was fantastic. The course was in great condition despite the rain of the last 6 weeks or 8 weeks or however long it's been. But absolutely fantastic. Opposition were just too strong for us today, as I have a feeling will be the occasion for years to come, possibly now. Well, that is until we get some of the Stoics into the Old Stoics, in which case it'll even up then. Anyway.
Well, it's been lovely having you, and we look forward to the next instalment, possibly in September.
Yeah, looking forward to that. That'd be
Thanks,
terrific.
Peter.
Okay,
All the best.
all the best. Thank you very much.
Alex, thrilled to see you here at Stowe.
Thank you.
Obviously the first time that you've been back and played the new course. What are your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts is I'm absolutely stunned. It was far, far better than I expected. It has to be, in my opinion, without doubt, probably the best school golf course in the country. Proper golf course, proper greens. I've played a lot of golf courses in my career, but this is right up there in terms of a school golf course, and I just loved it. It was tranquil, peaceful, the company was great, so I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'll definitely be back up again to play it.
Well, you'll certainly be invited back to play.
Thank you.
And what about the Stoics and the match today? What were your sort of overarching thoughts?
So played against Chanel and Ed. They're a strong pair. They didn't really give too many shots away. They made very few bogeys, very few mistakes. They fought back from 2 down around the turn with some good birdies, and we just couldn't get back into the match. And they just didn't really put a foot wrong, and they won up on the last. So all credit to them.
Very
They played
close,
great.
though.
It was
Very
a
close.
very close game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's very enjoyable.
So certainly looking forward to having you back again and looking ahead probably to a September fixture.
Hope so. Yeah.
But it's great to hear such positive feedback about the layout, the design and the condition of the course.
Couldn't fault it. It was loved it. Loved every inch of it. So yeah, definitely be back up again. So thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Enjoyed
Pleasure seeing you.
Thanks, Andrew.
And see you again soon.
Definitely. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Yeah, enjoyed it. Thank you.
We're thrilled to welcome back Tom Hughes, a former Stowe captain of golf, who's now in his first post-Stowe year. That's right, isn't it, Tom?
That's right, yeah.
Great to see you. How's it all going? What's the next step for you with your golf?
Well, first I'd say it's great to be back. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Next step for me is I'm off to America at the end of this year for a golf scholarship as part of my degree. So yeah, thoroughly looking forward to it.
Fantastic. Whereabouts are you heading to in
I'm
America?
off to Florida, so between Tampa and Orlando. I'll be there on a 4-year course, travel around America, play some of the top courses, some on the PGA Tour even. So yeah, looking
That
forward to it.
sounds really impressive. And how's your golf at the moment?
Golf's going well. Well, I had tough competition today with Ed and Chanel. Just beat us 1 up, I think, towards the
Just
end.
pipped you at the post.
Yes, precisely. But no, it's going well, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how Stowe progress in the few years to come. There's a strong team coming up.
Yeah, it's quite an exciting time. And
Yeah.
just thinking back to when we last saw you at the official opening,
Yes.
which is pretty much 12 months ago to the day,
Yeah, I think it will.
and thinking about the course itself, how do you think it's developed over the past year?
Yeah, the course has really matured. It's great condition, especially with all the weather, the rain we've had recently. Yeah, I couldn't fault, like Alex said, can't fault it. It's perfect.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for all the positive feedback. Great to see you back.
Yeah, and
Hopefully
you.
get you back again before you head out to the States.
No, definitely will be.
And certainly from all of us at Stowe, thoroughly all the very best.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good to see you, Tom.
And you.
Joined here on the 18th green by Cheryl. As ever, many thanks for all your help and support setting up and organising today. I think it's been a fantastic occasion, would you not agree?
Absolutely. I think our Stoics have done us proud today. The calibre of golf across all the the 4 years of third form up to lower six has been outstanding, and it has been amazing. And to have a great win today has been just phenomenal.
icing on the cake. And such wonderful comments from the Old Stoic community about not just the quality of the course, but the sheer size and scale. And what an educational facility to have on offer at Stowe.
Absolutely, the difference I think from the old course to the new course, comments from some of our Old Stoics have been, this is the best kind of school golf course that you can get it, so the kids are very lucky. And also with the development of our academy and the swing studio that we're going to have coming in September, the opportunities for any people's coming in now are just absolutely out of this world. And the Stowe Golf Academy has so much to offer now.
Absolutely. Many thanks again, and we look forward to the next Old Stoic instalment.
Absolutely, thank you.
Pleasure. All right.